What it do? Dream team, it's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with the weird traditions of Aussie school swimming carnivals. Before we dive into these weird traditions, first of all, tell me what an Aussie school swimming carnival is. It sounds like it'd be very fun, but never heard of a school swimming carnival. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up. See what we got!
Hello everyone, I'm Georgia and welcome back to another episode of Tea with G. At high school there are three types of carnivals: the swimming carnival, athletics carnival and cross-country carnival. But in Australia it's the swimming carnivals that are a pretty big deal because as we're a country surrounded by water, everyone learns how to swim at an early age. Ethical or not.
Alright, I don't think we have it quite yet, so we're going to go again, okay? Ready? Whee! Alright, so blow bubbles, quick. Keep kicking, blow bubbles. That's it, Jemima. Doing well. Doing well, look up here.
But what's a carnival without leaders, right? Well, this is where the school captains come into play.
In America, they make posters and prepare speeches for these sorts of elections.
But in Australia, it's honestly the most casual affair that takes about 15 minutes, usually negotiated over a 20-pack of crinkle-cut chips and a talking stick.
Well, at least that's how they elect our country's leaders, but the primary school sports captain elections weren't so different. Hi, I'm Jack. I think I'd be a good sport captain because I've been on all the rides at Wet n Wild and Dream World, and I do tennis on the weekends, and I'm pretty sick on a slip and slide.
Okay. Any questions for Jack as to why he might be a good leader for us? Any question? Oh, yes, Henry.
Did you go on the Thunderwater Rapids ride?
No, Henry.
Okay, raise your hand.
I love this already. I love this. Did you go on the one ride? Did you?
Jack.
Haley, is that a hand up or down? Is that a vote? Yes? No? Okay.
All right, and hands up for Lucy. Who votes for Lucy? All right, you can turn around now, guys. So it was so close. The captain for 2021 for the red team is Jack.
It wasn't close. No one voted for Lucy.
Charlie. No, that was not necessary. See, this is why we close our eyes when we vote. Everyone, can we see what we've just done? We've hurt Lucy's feelings. You know what? Your name's going on the board.
Was the ride still there when you went?
Yep, Henry.
Then it comes...
Was the ride still there when you went? Kids, I swear, kids are the most honest creatures on earth. It wasn't close. No one voted for Lucy. They're honest to a fault.
Lucy's feelings. You know what? Your name's going on the board.
Was the ride still there when you went?
Yep, Henry.
Then it comes to the actual carnival. Now, usually these were held in a crappy public swimming pool that's about a 20-minute Sid Fogg's bus ride away from the school. The rusted, busted steel grandstands are a safety hazard within themselves, barely standing up on their own anymore.
Shaking like an earthquake every time someone steps foot in
Then,
them.
of course, these shitty-ass grandstands are soon flooded with kids of 4 different colours: green, yellow, red, and blue. And the occasional kid that's colourblind. But when I say dressed in a colour, I don't just mean a coloured t-shirt. These swimming carnivals were a straight-up contest where shittiest is wittiest. There was never any actual effort put into these outfits. Like the local $2 shop or Hot Bargain was buzzing this time of year. For starters, there's always that one kid in the yellow team that dressed as a banana and thought it was so fucking original. Just walking around all day, scoring high fives. Even if he was the most annoying kid in the year, it didn't matter. For those 5 hours, he was a fucking banana. How hilariously appropriate. However, this is where I have a little bit of a problem with the carnival attire, okay? As it never seemed to change as we got older. Like, you know, when you were younger, it was cute to rock up to the carnival in a little outfit that your mum had put together out of old dress-up clothes and feather boas and shit that she found in the garage from her hen's night in 1992 that she'd rather took. Like, that seems quite appropriate for an 8-year-old. So tell me, how is it socially acceptable for a 17-year-old girl to wear pigtails and a bloody tutu to the swimming carnival? Huh? I'll give you a rundown. These girls are...
I like it. That's getting into the spirit. Hey, you're just an older child. You still gotta stay a child at heart, though. You still stand in the spirit of dressing as if you were a kid. It's tradition. I don't know.
Bloody tutu to the swimming carnival? I'll give you a rundown. These girls, I was definitely one of them, would rock up to these swimming carnivals in pigtails with ribbons tied in each like a dog that's just had an expensive haircut, combined with a coordinated coloured tutu, an ethnically questionable flower necklace that's already started de-threading, some shitty fairy wings that someone has most definitely sat on and bent into the shape of a uterus, and last but not least, to finish off this slightly sexualised child fucking uterus cosplay. What's that? Some striped knee-length socks that you found in the bottom of your sock drawer and honestly have no recollection of where they came from. Should do nicely. And then of course you can't forget the kid who saw this as a cosplay opportunity and dressed as a bloody furry or a Power Ranger, because just for today, no one gets bullied. And if you're a guy at the swimming carnival, you might want to go for, let's just say, the exact same approach. Fairy wings. But if you're a real jokester, okay, you might want to chuck on some colour coordinated suspenders and a tie over the top of a tutu for an utterly hilarious juxtaposition. Equipped with those massive sunglasses that look like this to block out those haters. Now let's discuss the actual events within the carnival, where most of the races were dominated by the same 3 kids who did professional swimming outside of school, usually on the same team, of course. They were pushed to the absolute exhaustion that day and pretty much carried the whole team. Because let's be real, if you're not an athlete, the whole novelty of the carnival wears off over time. And as you get older, you're just sitting there thinking about how you could use all of this time to study. So of course, every girl in the stadium was coincidentally on their period that day. But what I think is hilarious...
The girls had an excuse to get out of it. Every girl in the stadium coincidentally on their period that day. They know exactly what to say to get out of this. I absolutely love this. So yeah, you got those 3 kids that are like in it to win it. And then you also have kids that are just there to have a good time. But when you put all the good kids on one squad, they do carry the whole team. I understand what you mean, George.
Of course, every girl in the stadium was coincidentally on their period that day. But what I think is hilarious is that it was always the captains in those teams where all the kids just swam like a rock that would take the relay race selections a bit too seriously. Mostly out of desperation. Mackenzie, Jess, team captain. We noticed you were quite a gun in the pool.
Yeah, first in freestyle and breaststroke, was it? Yeah, very impressive, very impressive. We just thought we'd consider you for the relay team, so here's my card. Have a think about it one day. Okay? Got a girl with a broken arm? That's a head start, isn't it? Oh, I've got eyes on it. Oh, shit.
He said that's a head start, isn't it?
I got it! This video was brought to you by my Spotify original podcast, G-Thanks. In this video, I discussed school carnivals. So stick around a little bit longer to hear a little snippet of an episode where Lily and I talked about school canteen. And a brand new episode is out right now where we discussed school carnivals even further. So go check it out, only on Spotify.
The paddle pops. Oh, the paddle pops, and they had like
The banana ones were my favourite.
Yeah, but do you remember the it was called Liquor Prize. Do you remember? Liquor Prize. Holy
Liquor
shit,
Prize.
everyone frothed the Liquor Prize.
Because you could get a free one.
Because everyone just wanted the free paddle pops. And I remember like when I would eat this paddle pop, I wouldn't eat it properly. I would eat eat as fast as I could, like right down to just the top of the stick, so the top of the stick was exposed so I could see if I won something. And I remember you could win like a Wii, a trip to Bali or something.
Yeah. I want to know who won those. Like, who would go to Bali and you meet someone about, why are you here?
Liquor
I won
prize.
a liquor prize.
No, she's absolutely hilarious. That's all we got, though. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon and drop it in the comment section. It's your boy D Neal. Out.